Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Minecraft 1.19. And today I am going to be working on building a tree farm. So the past few episodes I've been doing a bunch of stuff in the Nether. Last episode I made my very own Nether portal room, which is right over here. And today I wanted to start building a brand new build, and that is a tree farm. So I've got this kind of like a tree farm over here where I just have like a bunch of trees and then I come over here and chop them down. But I want to get an actual tree farm that'll actually collect all the items for me. And I want to build it over in that area over there, kind of like where the mega farm is at. But this is the portal room that I built last episode. I think it looks really nice. At some point, I do want to head back to the Nether and grab up some more netherite so I can make a lodestone. So that way I can get myself a beacon to pretty much any location you want. You can put a lodestone down and you can set a compass to point to that location. And it's really helpful for finding biomes or like your home. You can just put a lodestone down and you can find exactly where you need to go. But today I wanted to work on building a farm for my trees. So that way it's a little bit more automated. It's not going to be like an automatic tree farm that like automatically harvests the trees. It's still going to be manual, but it will collect any of the apples or saplings or any of the stuff that drops from the trees is the main thing that's going to be collecting. Now, to start, I need to find a location to build this. And I want to make sure it's close enough to the house to where the trees will actually grow. Because if you go too far away, stuff won't grow. Kind of like this farm over here. If you travel too far away from it, all this wheat and whatever you plant in here won't actually grow. And I think it's about time that I actually harvest this again. Because I think most of the stuff in here is actually fully grown. There's a little bit of stuff like in the middle there that still needs to grow. So maybe I'll harvest this at some point. It just takes a very long time to refill this entire thing. And I have way too much food already. So there's really no point in harvesting it yet until I start running out of food. Now I do need to get a bunch of sand so I can make glass. Because for this build I wanted to use a bunch of glass for it. So let's go down to the storage room here and see how much glass I've got. So what you're going to need for this build is a few different things. You're first going to need a block of choice to build with. In my case, I'm going to be using some glass. You're also going to need water buckets. So I'm going to grab some buckets here to fill up with water. And then you're also going to need some hoppers. Depending on how far away you put like the collecting source from a chest, you'll need more hoppers. So for my case, I'm going to go ahead and just make 10 hoppers for this. I think should be a good amount. So I'm going to go ahead and make myself 10 hoppers here. I actually have enough to make 11, so I'll go ahead and make 11 hoppers. That should be plenty for this. You don't have to have this many. You can do it with probably less than this. Just depends on how big of a farm you're going to make. And I want to make a pretty big tree farm here. So I've got my water buckets. I've got my glass. I've got the hoppers. Now there is one more thing that I need to grab, which is some chests. So I just got 5 of them here. This should be a good amount. And apparently it's nighttime. So I'm going to sleep real quick in my bed. I don't know why these villagers keep sleeping in my bed. I gotta get them out of here. They need to get their own home because they keep sleeping in my bed for some reason. I think I might like expand like the apartment building that's over there. I might make that a little bit bigger. But that's gonna be a problem for another day. Today, I need to build a tree farm. And I was thinking about putting it maybe like over in this area. I've got this area here, which is my pond, which it looks like there's a zombie in here. Wait a minute. Is this one of my villagers? This guy's got, like, the diamond patch on him, which means this is one of my, like, top-tier villagers that turned into a zombie. I could try and cure him with a potion, but I don't have the stuff to make a potion and a golden apple right now. He is in water, so he's not gonna, like, go anywhere. I'm hoping it doesn't turn into a drowner. I don't think he will, because he's a zombie villager. Should I try and make a weakness potion? This isn't really what I wanted to do today. I wanted to work on building a tree farm, but I kind of want to save this guy. I don't know which villager that was. It could be a good one. So you know what? Let's see if I can make... I have plenty of golden apples in here, so I can just use one of these. I just need to get a weakness potion, which I don't think I have any weakness potions made. If I do, that'll be really helpful. Otherwise, I'm going to have to make one real quick. Alright, so it doesn't look like I'm actually going to be able to save the villager. I can't make a weakness potion because I don't have any mushrooms. Unless I can find, like, a mushroom just, like, down here in a cave. Yeah, there's none down there. I don't think I'm going to be able to save this guy. So I'm just going to have to leave him in the water. But if I can find a mushroom somewhere around here, I could possibly save him. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on with just building the tree farm. And I'm going to go ahead and build it right here in this spot where these trees are and kind of turn this into the tree farm. Now, the way I'm going to do this, I need to clear out a bunch of this grass to make it flat. I think I'm going to do it on this layer right here because there's less dirt to get rid of. So if I break out all of this dirt on this side and then go over to probably this block right here. So this block right here is where I'm going to build this out to. So everything in here is going to get removed. Now you can build this farm as big or as small as you want. Today I'm going to be building a tree farm that can do about 5 trees at a time. So it's not going to be like super big, but it'll at least get you 5 different trees. So the first thing that I need to do is clear out this area, which it's pretty cleared out at the moment here. There's a few more trees over here that I would like to get rid of. And then there's a little bit of dirt over there that I need to put back. So that way this is all flat. So the first thing that I need to do is figure out where I'm going to put these 5 trees. Now I'm going to leave about a 5 block gap in between each of the sides. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks over here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks on this side. And I want to have, because these trees, some of them might not grow next to each other. You want to make sure there's a good 5 blocks in between each of these. So if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks and then put this down, these will be where you're going to put the saplings. And this will eventually be dirt. I'm just using wood to start out with. And then I'm going to go another 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is going to be your first 3 trees. So now that you got those 3 blocks over there and those 3 blocks over there, all you got to do now is go along here and find where the logs or the dirt is supposed to go. Which I'm going to go ahead and grab the dirt out of here so that I can actually change this. So instead of having... this wood here, I'm going to go ahead and put the dirt blocks down, and you're going to put these 5 blocks apart from each other. Now, instead of this doing like 5 trees, like I said earlier, this is going to do 9 trees, which is a little bit more, but it's still a pretty small area. This doesn't take up a lot of space. So I'm going to go around here, and I'm going to make sure that there's 5 blocks of space on all sides of the blocks here. And then once that's done, I'll move on to the next step. Okay, so now that I've got the area cleared out, there's 5 blocks on each side of these dirt blocks here, which is where I'm going to plant the trees. So now that that's done, it's time to put in the water. So when you put in the water here, it's going to go on this block here. And this is what's going to bring all of the items into one spot. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to fill up this side right here with water. And you can actually make a infinite water source here that will just go along. And this will push all of the items in that direction. So now that I've got all of the water set up on this side, you can see it's all flowing to right around this area here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another bucket of water here, and I'm going to put this on this side, and I'm going to start bringing all of the water going towards the middle. And the reason why I want this going towards the middle is that's where the collection's going to happen. So all the items are going to go to the middle, and then they're going to get pushed to probably this side. I think is going to be easier than having to dig out that area. And that's where you're going to be able to collect up all of the items that you get from this farm. So I'm going to go through here, fill in this side with water, and then I'll show you what you got to do next. Okay, so I've got all the water on that side done. This side has also got water, and as you can see, it's pushing to these blocks right here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and break away all of these blocks in this area, and I'm going to put another set of water on this side. And this will push the items going in that direction, because I'm going to go through and break away all these blocks. Okay, so I've cleared out this entire area. The next thing I want to do is I want to actually get rid of these two blocks here so that you continue the water flowing in this direction, because you want the water to go all the way to the end here. So every time it stops at a block, you want to drop it down one more so that it keeps going. And this will end up all the way at the end of the farm. And then once it gets there, that's where you're going to put the hoppers down. But it's almost to the end of the farm here. And there we go. It's made it to the end of the farm. So now that it's here, you're going to put one more set of water that's going to start at this block right here. So I need to get a bucket of water from over here. You're going to get a bucket of water there, and this is going to bring all of the items to this block here. And this is where you put your hopper down. Now, hopefully, there's no water that's going to come in here, because I blocked up a little bit of this area, but I need to do a little bit more just to make sure that this water does not get in the way, because I need to build a chest area. Now, the reason why I got multiple hoppers here is so that you can put the chest like a few blocks out. So you can put the chest over here and then have a staircase that leads up to the ground over here. So I'm going to put the chest down right here. Hoppers are going to go into it like this. And you can actually expand this chest lower down into the ground. If you go underneath here, put a chest underneath this chest on this block here. You can use this to expand your storage and make it a little bit more. So you put a hopper down like that. It'll go down into this chest, and then you could do it one more time or as many times as you want. Just put another chest right here. I don't have another one to make another double chest, but if you break this block here and put a hopper like that, all of the items will go down here. Now, I didn't use all the hoppers, which is good, so I've got some extras. But you want to make sure that you can get access to the chest that has the items at the bottom. So this is going to be where all the items end up, is in this bottom chest here. So I'm going to go ahead and fill all this in with dirt here. And I'm going to build... I might do a wooden staircase. I think that'll be good. I don't have a lot of wood on me at the moment, but I can make 16 stairs, and I'm just going to build this going up. I'm going to do a 2-block staircase here, and this will go up to the surface, and that way I can get into this chest room. Alright, so I've got the water set up here to where it's all flowing in this direction. The only problem is that these blocks right here are actually stopping items from actually flowing in. So I've decided to get rid of this entire block here, and I'm going to move this water down one more. So that way the water won't get stuck on the actual blocks that the trees will grow on. So I'm going to go through here, get rid of this, and I'm just going to lower this entire thing down one. It won't mess up the rest of the farm. It's still going to work the same way. I'm just moving the water down one extra block to prevent it from getting stuck on these blocks over here. So I'm just going to get rid of all this dirt here, and I'm going to put the water in on the right layer this time. And that way, this farm will work the way it's supposed to. Okay, so I've moved the water all down one extra block. So now, none of the blocks will get stuck here. And if you throw this dirt in here, it'll end up down there. It'll go in to this hopper, which I do need to add the extra hoppers along here, just to make sure that the blocks will actually get collected. So I'm going to add these extra hoppers here. I'm going to put one more on the edge here. So this will go like that. And now that'll make sure that the items will get collected up by the hoppers. So now what I need to do is I need to actually put in the trays and actually test this out. So if I go ahead and use these trays that I got earlier and plant trays on each of these blocks here, the only thing that is kind of difficult with this is actually getting the saplings on top here. Now, there is an easier way of doing this, and that is going up here. So if I go up here, grab this dirt, and if I actually grab scaffolding, which I don't have scaffolding on me, I don't think. Yeah, there's no scaffolding on me. But if you have a chest of scaffolding laying around, you can easily bridge out to these blocks with some scaffolding. I'm actually going to go get some real quick, just to kind of show how easy this is with some scaffolding. But the way scaffolding works is you can just kind of like bridge out like this and plant the saplings. Let me get back on the scaffolding here. And the cool thing is you can actually go down. The only thing with scaffolding is it will end up stopping at a certain point. But there's enough room to where you can bridge out to here, plant your tray, and then bridge out to the next bit like this. Plant another tray there. You can bridge out over this way. And if you keep putting it down, it will eventually build a base. So scaffolding's a really easy way to get out to these blocks, and it breaks in like one hit. So if you go through here and break all this scaffolding that was put down, it will automatically go through, get collected in the collection system over there. Now, I do need to make a ladder real quick. And the reason why I want a ladder is so that it's easier to get out of this farm. Because at the moment here, there's really no easy way of getting out. So if I put a ladder on the edge here, it makes it a lot easier to get out. Now, eventually, this wall, I did want to build up a little bit higher so animals and other mobs won't get in. So I will have to add like an extra ladder there. But this makes it really easy to get out. And as you can see, all the trays are planted on here. And you can plant pretty much any tree. It doesn't have to be oak trees. You can put birch trees, spruce trees on here. You can even do jungle trees. Now, you can't do dark oak trees with this because you need 4 blocks to plant a dark oak tree. But you can easily change these to, instead of 1 block, you can add an extra 3 blocks onto it and plant dark oak trees if you wanted to. But if I go ahead and come out here and just bone mill this, you can see it puts a tray down. And if you come along with an axe, you can chop down this tray like that, pick up the logs, and then the rest of the saplings and sticks and everything else, it'll just fall in the water and go to your collection area. So if I head over here, I can show you all the items that have gone in here. And you can see all the different saplings and stuff are just flying into the hoppers at the end here. So if you go down here, you can see everything's in here. All the scaffolding, the dirt, the logs, the bone mill that I threw in there as well. All that gets collected in, which is really easy. But that's going to be it for today's episode. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. So make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.